there can be many solutions to our financial problems, but most of us try to solve by working more hours. And it's not an intelligent way of doing it, you know. You have to work smarter. And the way you do it is to use your gift, use your talent. You know, people are good at doing something. You know, I've discovered that people are good at listening, good at talking, good at connecting people. I've trained a top salesperson in insurance and car industry and many years ago. And I realized that the top of the industry, there are either two categories. You know, one is a good talker, and the other is a good listener. Both can win.
You are now listening to the podcast where authors inspire listeners to become authors, the Going North Podcast. I'm your host, certified self-leadership trainer, best-selling author, and book enthusiast Dom Brightman. And you're going to be listening to a different author that will inspire you to join the business of immortality, known as authorship. Now let the fun begin. Today's episode is sponsored by both books, Going North, Tips and Techniques to Advance Yourself, and the follow-up bestseller, Stay the Course, The Elite Performer's 7 Secret Keys to Sustainable Success. Head over to Amazon.com, pick up both books. They are available in a trifecta of paperback, audio, and ebook. Cop all three of both and be on the lookout for another book from yours truly to help podcasters succeed. Now let's get on with today's episode. And today on the highlight reel builder for authors known as the Going North Podcast, we got another wonderful, super special, awesome human for you today. And it's the era of returning guests. Once again, my friends, that means the lights are still on, y'all. That's right indeed. So thanks a bunch for your support of keeping the show alive. And we have one heck of a guest. You're going to be in for a treat that's good enough to eat 25 times over indeed, because he rocked the house. The last time has been, my goodness, over a year since his last appearance. And my man just keeps growing and getting better with time, because let's welcome back the one, the only kind and honorable Ken Honda. How you doing today, Ken?
Hi, Dom. It's so nice to be back, and I'm so excited to do this with you. I'm actually in Singapore now. I'll be flying back to Japan tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. He's on the move.
Yes, I did a big event with Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad author, and I was privileged to be sharing the same stage with him.
Hey, that's huge right there. And no surprise, because you both write great material, so it's no surprise.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's what I'm talking about indeed. So my goodness, had you here the first time talking about your wonderful, super special, awesome book, Happy Money, my man is back in even better than ever and growing with time. So how's growth been for you with helping folks across the globe with their money and making sure it grows like a wonderful forest?
Yes, so I've been traveling around the world twice, could be twice and a half. And then I always started from Helsinki and Germany and Amsterdam and London and then Westford, New York, LA. So I visited major cities in the world, and I'm still sort of like going toward Southeast Asia now. So I'm so enjoying every meeting I have with or every conference or lecture I have with all the different kinds of people. So, but we are sharing the same thing in common: the love of money and the fear of money. So the theme is the same.
You're so right about that, indeed. A lot of folks have different fears about money, where it's like, oh man, I might make too much. Oh man, I might have too little.
Or do I have enough?
Yeah, you're right. It's like if just a fear in all the areas, it's like they even fear the middle of enough. Oh my goodness. So how's that been for you now with, I guess, with all the folks that you've coached over the years, like helping folks conquer their money fears?
So, more than ever, when I started doing this, it was before COVID, and then after COVID, prices of everything everywhere have gone up. It's the same in Helsinki, Frankfurt, New York, and I'm sure the town you're in is like almost sometimes double the price, and then the problem is our salaries and a fee haven't gone up as high as all the food and gas. That is a problem. So people feel pinched in between the inflation and the pay we get.
You're so right about that. Funny enough, it was shopping yesterday at a grocery store, just the price of paper towels and toiletries and things like that would cost the average amount of groceries that would feed the family for probably half the week.
Yeah, so like more than ever, people pay much more attention to money, and people feel more stress around money. And so that's in a way, I'm very excited to be able to help people reducing the money stress, and also helping their financial situation improve.
Amen to that. So, what's one of the ways to help folks do that in times like these?
So, money problem, there are only two kinds. You're making too little and spending too much, one way or another. So, for financially challenged people, I think you're making too little and also spending too much. So, you have to increase your income and also decrease the spending. That is the first step you have to start thinking.
Uh, Beautiful right there, and solid common sense too. And my goodness, how's that helped you with your own life? Because I know it's probably been a few like years since you've probably learned that lesson, but you've applied it to your life 10 times over and helped folks do the same. So, how's that process been for you, my man?
So it's interesting how people react to my sharing. I wrote a book called Happy Money, and happy money is money that makes you smile when you receive it, and also when you spend it, also brings you joy. Whereas 95% of us are in the flow of unhappy money that makes us feel squeezed when we receive it, and also gives us a frustration when we spend it. So the difference between happy money and unhappy money, I've seen people go back and forth, and it's so interesting how people learn this happy money mentality. You don't have to be a millionaire or billionaire to do that. It's the essence is to enjoy and appreciate money for being in your life. But often a lot of people find money is a hard subject to touch, because we've been hurt by money so many times since we were a little child. Well, how many of us have been scolded by our parents, about wasting our money or not doing things right? So we feel the fear of making a bad decision around money. So, it's been after like 30, 40 years since we're a child being scolded by our parents, but still inside we feel like, am I going to make the right decision with this car, with this home, or with this job shift, or whatever we make a big purchase, we feel like, am I doing okay? Or investment, are we doing okay or not? So this feeling torments you. So if you can be free from this kind of money stress, you will enjoy life more, because life is to be enjoyed.
That's what I'm talking about, indeed. I mean, meant to that life is definitely meant to be enjoyed because sadly for a lot of folks nowadays they probably feel like they're living to work, sadly, thanks to some, I guess, some money fears, some decision making from childhood that some folks may have not been able to get over.
Yeah, there can be many solutions to our financial problems, but most of us try to solve by working more hours. And it's not an intelligent way of doing it. You have to work smarter. And the way you do it is to use your gift, use your talent. People are good at doing something. I've discovered that people are good at listening, good at talking, good at connecting people. I've trained a top salesperson in insurance and car industry, and many years ago, and I realized that the top of the industry, there are either two categories. One is a good talker, and the other is a good listener. Both can win. because by listening well, people, those top salesperson listening type grabs the hearts of their clients. And also the speakers, they're very good at explaining things about the car or insurance, and they very persuasive. So there are two types of people who are at the top. People may have mistaken it that I'm not good at talking, and then so I don't think I can be a good salesperson. But in fact, there are two kinds. So either you are good at speaking, good at listening, or good at cooking, good at counseling. Whatever you do, you have to do more of what you're good at. By doing that, people will appreciate you, people will pay you more. And so by having that kind of impact on your life, you can get out from a minimum wage job. And then you will start gradually making more money by doing what you do well. You can move up to the next ladder, and then the next and the next. And after 3 or 4 job changes, you will probably get paid a lot more, could be twice or 3 times more than you used to at the minimum age. And then finally, you can get out of this survivor mode.
Beautiful indeed, because survivor mode isn't meant to be a whole lifetime. It's only for small
Yeah,
bits
it's
of the life.
hard. It's hard to be in there. But unfortunately, a lot of us are in there.
Yeah, you're so right about that. And I guess creativity helps with getting out of that mode, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. So don't put in too many, 2 more hours or 4 more hours. You have to find what you're good at. So this financial crisis can really help you become more creative, because otherwise there's no solution. So instead of getting depressed and do nothing, you have to be proactive in solving the situation. How can I get more money? How can I, to do that, how can I give more so people feel like giving me more? So this cycle of giving and receiving is very important. That's where happy money philosophy comes in. After just thanking the money coming into your life, you can receive more abundance. To do that, you have to do what you love more, make people happy, and then receive abundance. And for me, I love talking. I'm sure, you're a great speaker. And also, Dom, your gift is listening. You are so accommodating. So I listen to your episodes, and people just enjoy talking, chatting with you. You're such a great listener. It's hard to find good listeners in America. American people love to speak more. So you're in a high demand, right?
Oh, yeah, I can say that again.
So I think, you're such a great listener. That's a beautiful gift. So guests will love speaking with you. So whichever the gift or whatever the gift you have, use it. And then you'll be super surprised how many people love you for that.
Amen to that. And thank you so much for your kind words, Ken. I appreciate it. Indeed, definitely. Because it's one of the major aims of the podcast is to be one of those platforms where the guest actually gets the chance to share and to speak without being cut off, like a lot of other shows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're very, very good at that. And that's so nice to see people using gift, and you're comfortable in your own space, that you have a space to hold, and then in that safe fun, for me you're more jazzy. I don't, that's the word I come up with. And then this fun improvisation, this jazzy atmosphere, people enjoy chatting with you. And then it's so cool. It's so fun to listen to the conversation with you and the guests. That's why you're popular.
Hey, I'm honored indeed. And wonderful folks like you help the show to keep going.
Yeah, I'm
So,
so happy to be part of it.
yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. So, my goodness. So, speaking of gifts, writing is definitely one of yours. So, how has it been over the years with polishing your gift? Because the thing is, I've imagined you've probably, like, you look at yourself now comparing yourself back then, you're probably like, man, I'm probably like gold compared to back then when you were just starting out.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought I was writing garbage stuff, you know. It's useless. It's worth nothing, is what I used to think 22 years ago when I started writing 2-page essay, 3-page essays. My friends loved them. You know, I thought it's because they are my friends, you know. And oh, thank you. You know, I love you guys because you said you love my writing. And my friends said, no, 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 no. I think your writing is good. But I thought my friends are just comforting me, you know, like, oh, Dom, your writing is good, right? Because we're friends. But in fact, I was just overwhelmed by the number of people around them who wanted to, who kept saying, "Hey, Ken, I want to read more. You know, you should write more." I thought it's just a little compliment, you know, to make me feel good. But I thought, okay, if they're saying so much, I should probably do more. And then I started writing more and more. It became a booklet, and my friends loved them. So I printed 3,000 here and another 5,000 here. And it's 21 years ago. By the time I gave away 100,000 copies, a publisher called me and I became a writer. And since then, I published more than 200 books and sold almost 9 million copies by now.
Ah, congratulations. Any
Thank
big
you.
celebrations?
Yeah, so I'm the one who is surprised most. You know, I don't sometimes feel like, is this real? You know, that's how I feel.
That's what I'm talking about, indeed. And it can feel surreal after a while. It's like, wow, growth is wonderful. It's like, oh, I thought my friends were just being nice to me, but it's like, oh, they were being honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I'm joining you from this uh, um, beautiful suite room up on a 20 some floor in a hotel. I didn't pay for it. You know, they upgraded me, you know, because I kept smiling. So, you know, I feel like I don't deserve what I get. I'm overwhelmed by the people's kindness and support and respect. You know, sometimes I feel like, no, this is too much. But, you know, I have to just calm myself. Okay, this is abundance. I should accept, even though I didn't pay for it. I surrender to my abundance. And then whatever I receive and whatever is left, I share with other people because um, I'm receiving a lot more money than three of us will live on. So I'm so happy to share what I know, and I'm so happy to share what I have, and I'm having a great life.
Happy to hear that, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. So, with abundance, like, what's helped you to get comfortable with that? Because there's probably the far side of fear where it's like, oh, I'm scared of having too much.
Yeah. So you know, how would you feel when you just write a blog and then people send you checks like, oh, you know, what is this check? So that's how I feel because you know, I love writing for myself. So I write in say airport lounge and for a couple of hours, and then here and there it'll become a book, right? And then it's a hobby that I have this wonderful time with Dom, and then what a great guy. And then I realized that the reason why people love him is that his capacity to accommodate anybody. And I have seen so many podcasters, but I think he's one of the best listeners. And then I'm talking about the archetype of gifts and all of that. And then I send it out. People say, "Wow, you know, that's so great. I'm a listener too, I thought I would not make any money by listening, but then, reading after reading what you wrote, I feel hope for that. So, through me, Dom, you're making so many people happy too. So thank you for that. And that's how I feel about my life.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Woohoo. That's what I'm talking about indeed. So my goodness, what are you excited about over these next 6 months or so? Any big projects you're looking forward to? Because I know you love to stay productive.
Yes, yes. Actually, I have big news for English speaking people. My book, second English book, will come out in May of 24.
Yay!
Yes, thank
Yay!
you. Finally. And it's a translation from a Japanese book that I sold many copies. So the title is Nine Letters. It's about the grandfather who leaves no money but 9 letters to his grandson. He's a
Ooh.
super wealthy man, but one day this 20-year-old boy, a student, receives a call from his grandfather's lawyer saying he got a package for him. So he meets up with this lawyer, and then he got the package. And inside, there's a letter saying, "Thank you for reading this. The fact that you're reading this means I'm not here anymore. And I have to apologize for not giving you a penny because I donated to all the money to the charity education foundation that I set up, as you know. So even though I didn't leave any money, I left 9 letters in a package. So go out, enjoy the world. Good luck. I love you, your grandfather." And then his grandfather left 9 letters. Each letter has a title. The first letter, it's all numbered. The first letter is synchronicity. And the second is decision. Third, action and work, money, failures. So he opens up one letter and then something happens. And then he gets guided to a new city. He goes to Kobe, Kyoto, and Hokkaido. And then the next is Bangkok. So he's traveling around the world guided by this synchronicity. And that is a story.
Oh, I'm looking forward to reading this. This is gonna be freaking amazing.
Yeah, so it's
Oh
going to be
man.
out in next May. So I'm going to probably start producing videos. So you may watch me if you just keep researching Ken Honda. And that's a book, that's a novel. But I hope you get it, the importance of human connections and synchronicities and whatnot.
That's what I'm talking about indeed. That's what I'm talking about indeed. Definitely looking forward to 9 letters, and that's gonna be one heck of a graduation gift for kids since that'll be graduation season. They're gonna be looking to needing to
Oh, that's right. I didn't know that. I didn't have any intention on, but I think probably that's a good timing.
oh yeah, definitely indeed. Especially for summer beach reads too. It's like, hey, 9 letters, you might find something in the sand. You never know.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just so excited that a lot of people are going to read my book.
Beautiful indeed. So my goodness, so since you do so many interviews, is there a question that you wish folks would ask you more often?
That's a good question. I think probably the question I want to answer is, how can I treat money in everyday life?
Yeah, beautiful. And how does one do that?
Yeah, and also the answer would be every penny you receive, every penny you pay, you do that with excitement and fun and appreciation. When you receive money from somebody, that means they trusted that you are worthy of doing it. And then, say, if you work freelance, they could have chosen thousands of other competitors or like coaches, but they chose you. And if you're working for a company, the company you're working for could have chosen somebody else, maybe better qualified, but they chose you because they thought you are the right fit. So there are so many reasons to appreciate the people who pay you. So if once you just start appreciating the money coming into your life, you can enjoy life and money more. And when you spend the money, a lot of people feel stress, but instead you can feel the joy of spending the money, joy of enjoying the money, because when you spend money, that means you're exchanging something. And also when you pay bills, electricity bills, the bills you're paying is something that some kind of service you received the month before. For example, electricity bills. It's because of the electricity and internet we are connected. We are on the other side of the planet, right? Just imagine we didn't have the technology, but how much did we have to pay for international call? I remember we had to spend like $20, $30 per minute. So I was talking very fast, and try to hang up, like a world record. And then still very expensive. And now we can just have a chat for long time, and then we don't have to pay anything, right? I mean, as far as we pay the monthly fee. So like, wow, whenever I'm on Zoom, I appreciate the person who invented Zoom. And also I appreciate internet. I appreciate the electricity, because without it, we cannot communicate. So without it, I cannot talk to you. You cannot listen to me, watch me. So I have all the reasons to appreciate for the electricity bill. So when I'm at the restaurant paying for the services and food, thank you so much. It's a lot of work to buy groceries and then cook and then serve. You have to hire the right people and just to clean up the mess. And, can I help you in the kitchen? At least I want to help my dishes. So thank you, for just serving food and with a beautiful smile. I really appreciate your service. And then pay. So they feel appreciated and thank you for coming in. And then next time I come back, they usually remember me because not many people get a lot of thank you, heartfelt thank you. So wherever I go, I'm a popular guest or customer or client because I appreciate them most. At the florist, can you appreciate the florist for arranging beautiful flowers for you? And you have to pay it anyway, right? And if you do it with a heartfelt appreciation, that's an extra tip for them, a tip for the soul. So if you just keep paying a tip for the soul, they will really, really appreciate you. By just doing a thank you for the money coming in and going out, you can start the cycle of appreciation. And if you start that, you feel good about money and life, and then people around you, they appreciate you more. So that is how you can treat money in a happier way.
Beautiful words and well said indeed. And you're so right about that, especially I can't believe it. It's so simple and something that we sometimes forget, just a heartfelt thank you. Like it's sometimes it's especially now in today's climate, I'm not sure how it is in some of the places you visited, but like at least in parts of the US of A, like it seems like customer service has been more on the lacking side of the game because some people are a little bit more antsy and in a hurry and a little bit more mean spirited because of all the stuff that has happened over these past few years. And just a heartfelt thank you like that can make someone's day, definitely.
Yes. So instead of complaining about things, can you be in a gratitude mode? So you can always have a choice. Every day you wake up in the morning, there's a two switch complaining mode or gratitude mode. You can choose it. And then if everybody around you is in complaining mode, doesn't mean that you have to put the same mode. If you can just put in gratitude mode, you can just influence other people, and then their gratitude mode gets switched in. So can you be the influence of spreading appreciation around in your home, and in your office, in your neighborhood, and then that love and generosity spreads out. And that's what I want to do with interviews like you, Dom, and then people listening to our conversation. I hope you feel a little warmer and also a little bit more relaxed, and then start trusting life more.
Sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Indeed, I'm definitely feeling the warmth right now. Indeed, that's right. Indeed, and folks gonna be
Beautiful.
indeed hashtag gratitude mode. I love it, gratitude mode, baby. That's right. Indeed, GM has a new meaning. That's right. Indeed, it ain't just good morning. It's gratitude mode.
Oh, GM is gratitude mode. Okay, now I'm getting it. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. Well, since it's your second time on the show, usually ask folks about any skills they've been building up. So, is there anything on the side that's been a passion of yours, you've been sharpening skill wise, or heck, even maybe new thoughts about money that you've discovered over these past 12 months or so?
Okay, so I'm just learning new languages now. I'm learning Spanish and I'm learning Chinese. So if that's what you're asking, I'm learning new languages so I can communicate in a different culture. It's always fun for me, being able to speak, English puts me on shows like this. And then if I could speak more Chinese, I can be on Chinese shows and Spanish shows. So um, I'm very excited to learn those languages. Probably I won't be as well as English, but it's okay. Even if I speak a few words, people will love it. So, and also, it's good that I don't get senile, as I get older. It's a massage for the brain.
You can see that again, indeed, especially adding Chinese and Spanish to the repertoire, because English itself is a hard language, especially with Japanese being your native tongue, and then
Yes.
adding Chinese and Spanish to that, and just like that, that just shows that you've been gifted with a bright mind, being able to add that to your repertoire, because being able to probably translate it in your mother tongue and then being able to say it in the language like Spanish or whatever, that's
Yeah.
definitely can be difficult.
Pronunciation is very difficult. So I've learned and practiced how to say it right, how to say it right, so people can understand me. If I don't say it clearly, some foreigners have a strong accent and then what, and that happens to me a lot. So I have practiced in a way that people understand me better. So do you understand me okay?
I understand you very well.
That's good. That's good news.
Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. So, my goodness, fun question for you. So, my goodness, I know it's probably a long time before Nine Letters is out, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. So, if that upcoming book, Nine Letters, the English edition, if it were a food, what would it be and why?
I think my mentor, Jack Canfield, created a series of books called Chicken Soup for the Soul. And I'm sure you've heard of it. And so I'm a Japanese, so I'll probably say miso soup for the soul.
There we go.
You will enjoy it. It's a lot of nutrition and fun taste.
There you go, indeed. That's right, indeed. I'm surprised no one. Well, then again, I haven't been all over the globe, but still, I'm surprised that's not a book series. The Miso Soup for the Soul.
Yes, I should probably start writing it.
There you go. Maybe bring in some of the Arigato community with you, invite in the right chapters in the book, maybe.
Yes, so because I just love hearing and listening to people's stories, and they're so good.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So, my goodness, we're coming down to the special question reserved for guests who make it back to round two. And that is if you're called to give this final speech of your life and you get 90 minutes to speak to all 8 billion people on Earth, what would be that main message you love to share?
I think for now, like happy money would be the message. With happy money, you can enjoy your life more. And if you have more than enough, just you can share it with others. It'll make you very happy. And if you don't have so much, it's okay. But as long as you enjoy life, happy money will support you. And then I'll probably talk about how happy money can bring you miracles, how happy money can make your family members smile, and how it can heal so many people. So I think I'll probably talk about how to receive more happy money in my 90 minutes. And then there are certain steps that you can do and certain lessons that you can learn from that. And then at the end say, hey, folks, life is to be enjoyed. It's not made for suffering. So please enjoy whatever comes in. Don't label it as good or bad. Sometimes good things turn out to be bad, and sometimes bad things turn out to be good. So don't judge it. Don't label them. Just let it come to you, and then enjoy both positive and negative. You can enjoy the rain, and as long as you can sing in the rain, you can live a happy life.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. One of those mic drop moments right there, indeed. That's right, indeed. Powerful word right there, because money is happy. That's right, indeed. It can be happy for you. It could be a giant of smiling emoji. That's right, indeed. It could probably be.
Giant emoji. I love that.
Yeah, that's right, indeed. Funny enough, that's actually reminded me of this article years ago. This lady won the lottery and she had to show herself. So she basically came in with a giant winking, smiling emoji covering her face so they wouldn't know who she was. That's right, indeed. I know folks who've been listening to this probably are smiling just as big, if not bigger, than all the smiling emojis on Earth. So, for those who need to keep in contact with you, especially join you in your wonderful journey of growth in this life, Ken, what's the best way for folks to do so?
So you can look me up on kenhonda.com. You can Google Ken, Ken, Honda as in a car, even though I drive Toyota Prius, but Ken, kenhonda.com is all the information is there.
Woohoo! Well, there you have it, folks. That's right indeed. From the beginning, the kind and honorable Ken Honda. I ain't just say those adjectives for no reason. It's the truth indeed, because a man is doing great work out in the world. And the good news is, you heard him earlier, he's learning Spanish and Chinese and adding it to his repertoire. So he is an example of growth in this world, y'all. So he's getting better with time. So follow him and his journey. We'll put all the links to his wonderful, wonderful things in the show notes so you can do just that and more. So, any parting words before we close up shop, Ken?
Thank you, Dom. I've so enjoyed chatting with you again. And those of you who are watching us, thank you so much for sharing your time, which is sharing your life. And I hope you find more fulfilling life and transform your relationship with money by thanking the money coming in and going out. And please enjoy life.
If you're hearing this part of the episode, that means you're one cool individual. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and if you enjoyed what you heard, be sure to share it with at least one other person in your network. Bonus points for 3. And be sure to check out the backlog too while you're at it, because there are hundreds of wonderful episodes to choose from as well.